So with the holiday season in full effect, everybody's looking for those perfect gifts for their loved ones, their friends, and those family members that they just might feel obligated to buy for. So a popular choice for today's society is Amazon. But Amazon's not necessarily having the best year when it comes to content on their site. Now, obviously, the way Amazon works is that pretty much anyone can sign up to be a seller. And apparently this last year, they've actually been pushing a lot of sellers that might have stuff that's not super legit and at times downright offensive. So the first thing that kind of prompted this video idea was something that popped up, a couple weeks, actually about a month ago now, and it was just this amazing shirt for children. I'm just gonna put a picture on screen. Yeah, Daddy's little for children. This video is not gonna get monetized, is it? Now, apparently the description specifically said it was suitable for little boys or girls, and said it would be perfect for birthday parties, weddings, family get-togethers, and any other event. And again, because how Amazon ends up getting flooded with non-Amazon verified sellers, a lot of these are just automatically aggregated. So it's just like random phrases that just get put across any kind of shirt, whether it be for children, toddlers, or adults. Did I say toddlers and babies? I didn't say babies, but yeah, here we go. This was one of the other ones I remember from a while ago. And these ones were even worse from back in March. March was not a good month for Amazon, but we had these baby jumpsuits that said Daddy's little toy. I hope to hell no one was actually buying these, but it's horrifying that they made it past any kind of filter. And then one that just seemed too spot on for the outfit it was on. I just look illegal. Again, I don't think anybody needs to say what these were aimed at or who these were aimed at, but God, that's messed up. But again, it's not just clothing where they make these mistakes. So Amazon ended up having to pull child sex. Yeah, this video is not getting monetized. Okay, Amazon had to pull child dolls. And I'm gonna tell you, that's a story that you never want to have to Google, because you know you're getting put on a list if you're looking up information on a story like this. And it's just, I don't know if it's worth it, but we're talking about them anyways. And it actually looked like that might have been the second time these dolls were available on Amazon. It looked like they might have been pulled at one point back in April of 2018. I don't know if one of these websites is just wrong for the dates they have, but I'm looking at two different articles that say that Amazon had to pull child dolls after like criticism and obviously people complaining about it, because obviously, and it literally lists out, it's more than a dozen child dolls were removed from sale, having been listed by third-party sellers according to Amazon. And I get that it's third-party sellers. It's not like Amazon is going out and allocating this stuff personally because they want to sell it. But the way their platform works means that they should have a few more checks and balances in place for this kind of stuff. Like, it's bad enough that when I go on Amazon and I look up certain products or certain things, you get flooded with a bunch of knockoff products, things that are cheaply made, things that are trying to navigate you away from the official branded version of something. This is a whole other level of messed up. Now, I know there's a bunch of debates going on as to whether or not child dolls can be used in therapy for actual, oh my God, I just don't want to say any word in this entire video, to be used against actual nonces. The Brits call them nonces. Yeah, actual nonces. But I feel like there's a place for everything, and Amazon is not that place. I get that you can get everything there, but maybe you shouldn't be able to get everything there. Obviously, the two schools of thought here is that on one hand, if they have access to these things, they're less likely to perpetrate against actual children. But then the opposite debate is that they could get desensitized to it and actually feel more encouraged to seek out the real thing. I have not studied this area. I will not make any conclusive statements on the matter, but Amazon is not the place. And this is after last year's debacle of the blow-up sex sheep that they had to pull because some kid brought it to a nativity scene. I can't make this stuff up. I do just love the fact that this kid actually took the blow-up sex sheep to school, and it took a teacher saying, no, we're not going to allow that in our play today, before the mom realized what it was actually for. I also love that there's a picture of the kid next to it. The kid's going to try to get a job in like 15 years, and this is going to be on the internet. Like, I'm blurring his face. The news article didn't. Oh my God. Okay, guys, we got the goods here. we got the snap from behind. The internet is a beautifully terrifying place. On top of that, they've been under fire for a few different things. At one point, they had skin lightening products that had unhealthy levels of mercury in them. So there was a variety of reasons why people were rightfully speaking out about these. For one, genuine health concerns. Two, probably illegal. There was also an entire investigation into some of the electronics that you could buy from these third-party sellers on Amazon, eBay, Wish, different aggregate sellers like that, and found that most of them were completely unsafe. We're talking like exploding hair dryers, melting plastics. Of the 15 items tested, 14 of them did not pass UK safety regulations, which is just terrifying. And another of the more recent ones, Amazon had to remove fake blood pills that women had to use to prove their virginity, as in on your wedding night, you had pop one of these things up there so that it would simulate blood for the first time to protect the fragile male ego of their husbands. Like, there's already so much misinformation going on about virginity and stuff. Looking at UTI, Amazon does not need to contribute to the problem. Again, at least they remove the products, but the fact that some of these are out there and were even allowed to be on such a large marketplace is just genuinely terrifying to me. And then finally, most recently, perfectly attuned to the holiday season, was the fact that Amazon had to remove holiday ornaments that featured pictures of Auschwitz. In addition to the holiday ornaments, there were bottle openers, mouse pads, and a variety of other products that display this horrible historical imagery. Again, this is from a seller that just takes random pictures off the internet and puts it on anything just to try to sell to any random person that's looking for very niche gifts. I don't know if they specifically knew what was happening here based on what would happen, but I'm talking like, oh, I want a bottle opener from this obscure character from an old television show. These companies exist to make those cheap, low-quality products just for you. So this particular story gained a lot of traction after the Auschwitz Memorial Twitter page made note of it, posted pictures and links, and pointed out that it was pretty disturbing and disrespectful. Now, very quickly that day, Amazon had the listings pulled, but it really, again, just begs to question, what are the filters that Amazon uses to stop some of these things from happening? How accurate are they? This is obviously a major concern, but when it actually comes to selling things, you'd think that they'd be even more strict and careful with how it goes. I remember I put up like a holiday t-shirt on Amazon once, and I had to change a bunch of things around because it kept getting hit by some kind of filter. So I'm very confused as to how these made it through. I was gonna say maybe they don't actually include the name of the place in the title, but like right here, Poland, Auschwitz, war camp, Christmas ornament. Oh my God. Obviously, Amazon does not want these products on their page, but they're clearly just not doing enough to combat it. I know at one point they were running into issues with white supremacist-based clothing being put up on their website that they had to shut down as well. I don't understand how some of this stuff is passing by. I don't know if they need more of a filter to double check something, and I get that that's an annoying thing, but when it actually comes to an e-commerce site where people are selling things, I really think you need to do a little bit more due diligence. And like I said, a lot of this comes down to the fact that they are willing to accept just lower, cheaper cost items so that they can flood their market with more items for people to buy. But at some point it's gone too far, and I would say that that point was any of these, but probably the onesies. Oh my God. Also, Onision's falling apart. If you guys don't remember Onision, he's kind of one of the OG YouTube creators who has been under an increasing amount of fire as various YouTubers are calling him out for his incorrigible behavior with younger fans, the entire basis of the marriage he's in right now, how his spouse, Kai, is also involved in some very bad behavior with younger fans. And Chris Hansen finally got on the case. And I know that we were a little bit mad at Chris Hansen earlier this year. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I got a video linked here. Also, just check out Mr. GG's channel because he was like heavily personally involved in that whole situation. But even though he was kind of on a couple people's shit list for a while, Chris Hansen has been finally doing the deep dive into Onision and using his To Catch a Predator hookups to allegedly get the FBI involved. And his partner, Vincent, has actually said that, according to him, the FBI are in possession of some of the alleged victims' electronics. So they allegedly currently have a laptop and 2 cell phones that could be linked to crimes committed by Onision. So he's basically just been falling apart on YouTube. He's been making a series of horrible videos. But before you go check those out, I would just like to point out the fact that make sure you have ad block on or just download the videos before you watch them. He's literally just trying to cash in as much as possible during this demise. Patreon shut down his account, so he does not have any income coming from that source. He has no patron money coming in. It's gonna get to the point where he's desperate. So if you want to watch the train wreck, don't watch the ads. Watch ads on people that you like. Don't give him any money for what he's been doing. But I'm going to wait. I kind of want to see if he gets arrested. Obviously, Mr. Repzion, I think he's just going by Repzion now, has a ton of great videos on his channel about Onision if you have like no idea what I'm talking about. So I would strongly recommend go checking out his channel. But I'm kind of waiting to see if the FBI does anything, if any formal charges get laid before I make a video about the entire situations. But I just want to talk about the fact that it seems like he's really fallen apart lately. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's video. Have you guys ever found anything on Amazon that's just absolutely ridiculous to have been there? I know I'm constantly running into like fake Marvel shirts and costumes, so many fake costumes on Amazon. That's very, very annoying when you're just trying to come up with some props and stuff. But let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section down below. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all later.